Hi there. In this video, I'm going to be doing a couple prompts from Moriah Elizabeth's Create This Book 2. It's a drawing prompt book, which as you see has 100 prompts. It says, created by Moriah Elizabeth and you. That's cute. So I'm just going to open to a random page and we get, create a daydream. Allow yourself to daydream here. Okay. I'll go ahead and flip to a second prompt, and it is create a border. Cut a border around this page by cutting shapes out of the edges. So I looked behind this page just to see what it would be next to, and the page before it says to create bleed. Use markers or paint to let the colors bleed through the page. So I thought since only one out of my two prompts would include an illustration, I was going to go ahead and add this third one in here along with it. Before I get into the actual prompts, I wanted to decorate the front cover, but I had no ideas for a design, so I decided to do a random 3-marker pick, and I was hoping that the colors would help inspire some idea of a design. But I got 2 yellows and a gray. And this was the mess of me mixing up the markers, and I still got a blah combination. So I debated whether I was actually going to leave this footage in just because the colors aren't very great together. I'm not really crazy about the design I ended up doing, and you can't even really see it on camera anyway, but ultimately I did because, hey, I took the time to do it, I might as well show it. And it's not that bad, right?
Right?
So with the first prompt being create a daydream, I decided to do a marker illustration of myself daydreaming about, this might sound super strange, my husband and I finally building our pickleball court.
Hear me out.
I live in the state of Missouri. If you've never heard of pickleball, it's a game that we played in gym in school, and my husband and I absolutely loved it. Think of playing ping pong on a tennis court. It's kind of like that.
Hey, I'm Matt Goebel, and I'm here to talk to you guys about pickleball. Pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America. It was invented by 3 dads on Bainbridge Island back in 1965. It's a combination of tennis, ping pong, and badminton. It's played on a badminton-sized court with a net about 2 inches shorter than a tennis net. You play it with a paddle a little bit bigger than a ping pong paddle and a little more durable wiffle ball. You can play it as either doubles or singles. So singles is 1-on-1, doubles is a combination of 2 teams, 2-on-2. It's growing for a number of reasons. It's a lot easier on the body and it's a lot easier to pick up. Most racket sports require hours and hours of lessons, but with pickleball, you can walk onto a court, pick up a paddle, and within 5 minutes of learning how to play, you can be playing a competitive game with your friends. It's a really fast-paced sport, which takes advantage of your quick hands and reflexes, but it's also strategic. It's like a chess match on a court. Pickleball is a great workout. It's fun for all ages and skill levels, whether you've been playing tennis your whole life or you've never picked up a paddle or a racket before. Pickleball is a really social sport. Unlike tennis, you're really close to your opponents and your partner, which allows for more of a social environment on and off the court. And it's a super competitive sport with tournaments all across the nation all year round.
My husband and I bought our own official net and paddles a few years ago, and we don't have any concrete around where we live, so we'd have to go to our town's local basketball court, which the hoops were all but useless, but the concrete pad there was just perfect to set up a pickleball court. Anyways, we looked up the official measurements of the court, and we would have to clean off and draw the lines of the court with chalk every time we wanted to play. Not only that, but it became hard to do because we have kids and we'd need somebody to watch them so that we could play, because your attention has to be on the game 100% of the time. And it really just became more of a hassle than what it was worth. So we decided after we saved up enough money, we would pour our own concrete pad and have our very own court in our own yard so our kids could play on the swing set while we play pickleball. I think that time is coming very soon and I'm super excited about it. I'm not sure if this classifies as what some would consider a daydream, but for my husband and I, we've wanted it and talked about it for a long time. Kiki? Kiki? For the border page, I did a very basic scalloped edge. I really couldn't think of anything else to do, but I decided to go ahead and break out my dip pen and India ink because I plan on using those for an October prompt list this year, and I wanted to get some practice in with it since I haven't really ever used it before. And after I cut out the scalloped edges on this page, I went ahead and made little marks with the dip pen on both sides, and I used my markers to create a kind of rainbow pattern on the back side of the page, which ended up bleeding through to the main page that I was working on, so that kind of worked out. But then on the create bleed page, I tested out for the first time some metallic paints that I recently got, and I haven't got to try them yet, and they were really pretty. They really don't show up on camera as much as I wish they would have, but they were super pretty. And again, I really didn't plan out what to do on this page because I hadn't initially planned on doing it, but I just went with a couple of fall themed things since the colors kind of reminded me of fall, so I just did a pumpkin and a leaf. They did bleed through the page just a little bit, but the markers bled a lot more. This book was definitely not made for alcohol markers. If I do decide to use markers on a page for a certain illustration, I will definitely have to remember to put some kind of protection behind the page so that it won't bleed through to the next one. But I think it could still work out because, like the bleed page, it has a whole page behind it that is blank, so you don't really have to worry about that page getting messed up. Something I thought was kind of funny was after I drew a little dream bubble around the pickleball court illustration, I looked to the next page to see if my liner had bled through the page, and it had, but the page behind it was actually about create an illustration about a sport that you like, which I thought was kind of funny because I literally just drew a picture of a sport that I like without realizing the next page would be about a sport, so I guess I'll just have to draw a picture of another sport that I like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the idea of using this prompt book to make some videos out of. If you like this and want to see more videos like this, then click that like button so I'll know, or leave me a comment and let me know. And if you just want to see more videos from me in the future, make sure you click that red subscribe button and also the little bell notification and turn the notifications to all so that YouTube will hopefully notify you every time I upload a new video, which should be every Monday morning. Alright, bye guys.